Hi, my friends. Are you seated quietly, patiently waiting for me to appear? Thank you. You'll see me appear in 2 seconds. Ta-da! Hi, I'm super excited to be speaking to you. Very happy that you've learned a good chunk about Nigeria. My name is Miss Edna Nsa. I am a Nigerian with a very thick Nigerian accent, as you can hear. So please, I need you to be very quiet so we can learn. And I need you to do your best listening, because if you really sit down, pay attention, you will hear me speak clearly, okay? So friends, I got your questions and I'm super excited to answer all of them. I wish I could be in your school in person, but unfortunately I teach 5th graders here and we're in session. Oh, by the way, I teach and I now live in Las Vegas. It's really hot right now, and all the kids in my class say hi. Okay, so let me go straight to your questions. The first question here says, where in Nigeria are you from? So I am Calabar. I'm from the south of Nigeria. Basically, I know you've learned about the 3 major tribes, Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. So my ethnic group or tribe, as you say, falls under the category of Igbo, but we are not Igbo. In Nigeria, there are about over 350 ethnic groups, languages spoken, but broadly you can categorize me as being Igbo, although I am not Igbo. So I also I came to the United States 3 years ago, and I lived all my life in Lagos. Lagos is a cosmopolitan city in Nigeria, just like how New York is a cosmopolitan city. That's how Lagos is to Nigeria. It's not the capital of the country, but that's where the big banks and most of the financial institutions are. So I grew up in the city. When I came to New York, it was not any different from the kind of life I had lived, and I totally enjoyed myself. While I was in Lagos, I lived in an apartment. Yes, like how your regular high-rise apartment looks in New York. It wasn't so high. I think we had about just 4 floors, but it was similar. Yeah, so I really lived in a city. But occasionally I go to Calabar, where it's like the countryside. And to be honest, Calabar was super better to live in, but slow pace. Like, just imagine if you go to Connecticut, you know, that kind of lifestyle. You don't see lots of people on the streets, lots of cars, traffic. That's how Calabar was too. So it's like whatever you see in here in the United States, housing, it's not any different from Nigeria. Granted, there's some places that have like huts or thatched houses, but that's just a really small fraction of how people live. People live in cities and suburbs the same way you find people live in the United States. Okay, so the weather is pretty much like how the summer is. We hover around the 80s and the 90s, and it's kind of humid, so you sweat a lot. We have like 2 major seasons. We call the dry season. That's like how fall feels, but just a little bit warmer. And then you have the rainy season, where it rains like every other day, and rains really, really hard. So the temperature is like flat between 80 degrees to 90 degrees. It doesn't change. We have no winter, we have no spring, it's just flat out summer. Even when it rains, it's still warm. Yeah, I know. I miss it too. Your third question is, what's your favorite Nigerian food and what do you drink in Nigeria? So like I said, Nigeria is not any different in terms of like food or drinks. There are sodas, Coca-Cola, Sprite, Pepsi, Fanta is very popular. Orange juices, very popular. Yeah, so I drink like every other person soda, which I'm trying. Don't tell anyone. I'm trying to cut out soda from my diet because I'm trying to lose a ton of weight. But yeah, I drink soft drinks, and then my favorite food is jollof rice. So jollof rice is basically rice with made with tomato sauce. Yep, and really spicy. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And then most times you eat the jollof rice with coleslaw, salads, and grilled chicken or turkey or even beef. Yeah. The fourth question is, what kind of animals live in Nigeria? Oh, bummer. So I lived in a city, Lagos. And do you see in New York like strange animals aside your regular cats, bunnies, and dogs? Yeah. So basically those are the kind of animals I saw growing up. But I know that in zoos they have like how you have regular wild animals in zoos. Yeah, lions, elephants, crocodiles, what other animals? Oh yes, so a lot of people on the countryside, they have cows, they have chickens, they have goats, they have turkeys, they have ducks. Yes, they breed those animals, which we eventually like kill to eat as meat. But other than that, you don't see like wild animals like how you see in cartoons, or maybe yeah, like something like Tarzan. You imagine Africa to be a jungle where you're walking around and you're saying hello to monkeys or other kinds of animals. No, that doesn't happen. It's regular. Like how you see your pets in the city is the way I see pets too. Nothing different. Okay, your fourth or fifth question should be, do you dance in Nigeria? Do you dance for special reasons or just for fun? Nigerians are very fun loving. They dance, yes. Weddings, they dance at weddings, at birthday parties, chieftaincy titles, like when they really want to honor someone that has done very well for the society or the community. They have like dancers from different tribes dance, but typically I dance like every regular person. Right now I'm trying to perfect my moves, my floss backpack moves, yes. Yep, so I dance. Yeah, I dance. But we are more dramatic when we dance. We dance like shaking our waist, bending down, you know, very slow moves, and you know, trying to choreograph together, yeah, in a certain pattern. Yes, so we dance. And we love dancing, by the way. Nice questions. Um, is there a Nigerian musician you really like? That's a very hard question because I love a ton of Nigerian musicians. So, first of all, I'm going to be biased. I'm going to talk about the female musicians first before I talk about the male musicians. Is that okay? Okay, thank you. So, I really, really like Omaumi. She sings a fusion of Afro, that's African plus blues and jazz together. I like Waje. She sings songs like pop music. I like Tiwa Savage. Oh my, she's like a diva. We call her Nigerian Beyonce. So she was in the States for a very long time, and she used to be a backup singer for Mary J. Blige and some other people, and came to Nigeria, and she is super, super, super hot. She also sings the Afro hip hop blend genre kind of music in Nigeria. Then for the male musicians, we have Two-Face. He sings a lot of R&B. We have Olamide. We have Wizkid. We have M.I. that raps. We have Nato C. We have a whole bunch of people. I feel like in Nigeria, we have P Square. They're like they dance like Chris Brown with all those choreographed moves. I feel like Nigerian music is the biggest exports right now in the continent because other countries in Africa sing and dance to a lot of Nigerian music. Is really, really popular. Like I said, the beats are very, very loud, and then we tend to be very dramatic, so you can't really listen to a Nigerian song and just be sitting still. You have to move your body, jump, do so many things, shake your waist, and it's fun. It's fun. Okay. What languages do people speak in Nigeria? How many languages do you speak? So like I said earlier, there are over 350 ethnic groups in Nigeria. So there are a ton of languages, but the official language is English. We don't speak American English, we speak the British English, which you know is quite different, okay? So unfortunately, I shouldn't be saying this, I'm not proud of myself, but I only speak English. That's the only language I know how to speak. Yeah, maybe because I grew up in the city and my parents never really spoke in my local dialect, which is Efik. I hope to learn my dialect one day, someday before I grow old. Yep, I will do it. I promise you. Fingers crossed. But I only speak English. Yeah, that's it. And finally, what is school like in Nigeria? How many days do elementary school kids go to school, and what subjects do you take in school? So, like I said, school is pretty much the same way school is for you right here. In Nigeria, the south, where Lagos is located, they are predominantly Christians, so everyone goes to school. But in the north, they're predominantly Muslims, and they actually go to Arabic schools, Islamic schools, and I pretty much think that they go to school from Monday to Friday. The subjects kids learn are math for sure. We call it the English language. Here it's called reading and writing, that's ELA, but in Nigeria it's just called the English language. Then we have physical education. Then we have something called health education. We have home economics, where they teach you skills to help you um, be better at things that you do at home, like cooking, sewing, and just taking care of the house. Then we also do music. We do fine arts, like what you call arts here, we call it fine arts. And what else? Let's see. Yes, that's about that. And then, oh, right now it's compulsory that students learn one of the three languages: Yoruba, Hausa, or Igbo. So you're going to choose any one of those three, like how you're learning Spanish as a special. That's how Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo will be a special that one student learns. So just to add on to everything you've asked, I decided to bring like fabrics because I noticed you did the awesome Adire project, and I wanted to show you that aside Adire, which is general to every tribe in Nigeria, they wear that. They also wear something called Ankara. Look at it. So it's like just basically fabric that has colorful prints and patterns dyed to it and drawn. This is very popular amongst everyone in Nigeria. All the tribes, it cuts across. People now use it to make modern styles, like you could just mix this fabric with your jean pants, or you could make a jacket, or you could make a beautiful skirt, or you could make a blouse. You could make anything with this. Yes, it's pretty lovely. I have about, I think I have just one ready-made that I wear to school here, and anytime I wear it, I always feel super gorgeous and like representing Nigeria. But yeah, the weather here doesn't allow for me to wear this, but this is good, really good. And there's a trivia about it. So this fabric called Ankara is also spelt as Ankara. And Ankara is the capital of Turkey, and Turkey is a country in Europe. So it's like we may be different countries in different parts of the world, but we always still find something in common. Yep. So unfortunately I have to go right now because I have a feeling that your teacher wants this video to stop so you could continue learning more about Nigeria. If you have any more questions outside all the things I've addressed, please tell your teacher. She'll send me an email, I'll do another video and upload it. It was nice meeting you. Even though I didn't get to like see your faces, let's look at the positive parts. You got to see my face, you got to see how dramatic I am, you've got to hear someone with a thick Nigerian accent, and I hope it has just made you more interested about Nigeria. So until I see you next time, I remain Edna Nsa, a 5th grade teacher that misses New York so badly. Take care, continue being good boys and girls. Bye-bye.